Good morning, Nigeria. It is May 29th. And you know what that means? It's not just another Wednesday. It is the political birthday bash for the Republic. My name is Abraham Minor Joda, and this is the Psalm TV Morning News Show. You know, this is 26 years of uninterrupted democracy. We've come a long way from the days when military option wasn't just something on the table, but actually it was running the table. And today also marks 2 years in office of our current president and some governors across the 36 states. 2 years down, 2 more to deliver or disappear from the voters' hearts come 2027. Well, some will say there's no pressure, some are under immense pressure. As the late sage Chinua Achebe once said, democracy is not a spectator sport. It requires the active participation of citizens, and that includes holding our leaders accountable and, yes, investing in our future. Well, you know me, there's no way I'll talk about investment, and I will not talk about dropping a pitch for Taraba. If you're an investor still sleeping on this green jewel of the Northeast, wake up and smell the Mambila tea. From the vast lands of top minerals, tourism spots begging to be explored. Well, Nigeria works when every state works. So whether you're tuning in from Lagos, London, or Lafayette, this morning, let's talk democracy, delivery, and development. Because Nigeria is 26 years in, and the future, that is our collective ballot to cast. Welcome to the Psalm TV Democracy Day Special, where the headlines are hot and conversations are even hotter. We will acknowledge the resilience of Nigerians and the support they've given to this nation for 26 years of democracy. And with me this morning to discuss this Democracy Day Special, I still call May 29 Democracy Day simply because it is the day that the military handed over to the democratically elected government in Nigeria in 1999. And with me this morning on my right is Mr. Iradane Kukwe. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham, and good morning, Nigeria. Happy May 29th.
Yeah, good morning. On my left is Mr. Dominic Akweswe. Good morning, Mr. Dominic Akweswe.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Abraham. Good morning, Mr. Ira. Good morning, Nigerians. 26 years down the drain of democracy in Nigeria. It's not a joke. We have come a long way, and we are heading somewhere. Happy Democracy Day to Nigerians.
Well, I think most of us are not used to the fact that it
has been shifted to June 12.
We used to because, well, before we go on, I would like us to flash back 26 years ago. May 29, 26 years ago. Do you remember your thoughts, your ambitions for Nigeria, the feelings you had, not necessarily on that day, but during that period?
Yes, I remember that day vividly. I watched the handing over ceremony live on TV. It was so memorable, it was so colorful, and we watched how Abdulsalam, who was the military head of state, handing over to the democratically elected president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was the commander of the brigade in 1979, when Obasanjo handed over to Shagari as a military head of state. It was so colorful. It was promising that we have turned to the segment of our lives as Nigerians where development and dividends of democracy, because I remember in those first years, these words will hardly will a news broadcast come and go that you won't hear dividends of democracy. Yeah, so far so good. We've experienced some developments. over the years, in 26 years, so many developments have come, but we've lost it in one aspect or the other, which is normal with life. I'm a true Nigerian. We're supposed to be resilient. Though we're not yet there, but we've left where we were. That is what I have to say, at least for now.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Ekwesuen, what's your take? Can you remember your dreams, your ambitions for Nigeria 26 years ago?
Yes, Mr. Abraham, I can remember vividly well May 29th in 1999 in Abuja, where soldiers came out in their best appearances, in their ceremonial dress, in various units, the armed forces. They celebrated, officially hand over the leadership of Nigeria to the civil society, where democracy will begin to stride. It begins in that very aspect, and we began to see a lot of great development, achievement, improvement in so many sectors. One of the greatest achievements so far democracy has brought to Nigeria, I will categorically tell you, is the issue of GSM communication. It has made things very easy. It has its own good and the bad side, but the good side is more than that of the bad side. Therefore, GSM came and communication flows in Nigeria. And of course, we have development in the area of education. Education was privatized. The private sectors intervened in providing education to Nigerians. Schools are built and managed by private sectors, not centered only on government. So many sectors of government has been privatized and is managed by some private sectors, and indeed there's a tremendous development. So many things are coming on board and we are expecting more. So 26 years of democracy in Nigeria, it is a huge achievement for this great country.
Thank you very much. Well, 26 years ago, today was a day that it's one of those days I will never forget, because I was someone who was quite interested in the news and what democracy. It was something I was little during the First Republic, so apart from memories of one or two things, but 1999, I remember, because I wanted to watch the full ceremony. I was in Adamawa State. I did everything I could to ensure that I was in Lagos, where we have different TV stations that you can switch to different analysis. So I was in Lagos. I was switching from TV station to TV station, watching the analysis, and there were some words I began to pick that were not in our political vocabulary then. Was nascent, fledgling, nascent democracy, fledgling democracy, dividends of democracy, and it gave us hope. It gave us hope. But 26 years down the line, these words are still there. We still call our democracy nascent. We still calling it fledgling. Well, that is what it is. It's 26 years of democracy. We'll get it there. Things have improved, just like you said. This is not where we are. There have been massive improvements in some areas, but we are not yet where we were supposed to be yet. Well, at that, let us go to the papers this morning. The papers this morning, let us start with The Guardian. The Guardian newspaper this morning, as almost all the papers carry the same headline, but let's go to The Guardian. I think from... Yes, The Guardian has it that Tinubu, okay, let's take some of the headlines before we go to the major line. ECOWAS has 50, Tinubu, Gowon, others seek stronger ties amid shifting alliances, security roles. 50 years of ECOWAS, that is quite interesting. And 4,169 teachers failed professional qualifying exams. That story is on page 7 of the Guardian. And earlier, Obi decried lack of strategy to curb insecurity. That story is on page 50 of the. That story is on page 50 of the Guardian. Then we have here. Tinubu insists economic reforms are working. Opposition kicks. That story is on page 6. And before we go to that story, if you look at almost all President Bola Tinubu are 2. There's a list of some of his achievements there. Maybe we can go through that list and see one or two things. Over 900,000 beneficiaries of presidential loans and grant scheme. Over 300,000 beneficiaries of student loan scheme. Over $10 billion FX debt clear. There are over 440 ongoing road projects, including over 2,700 kilometers of superhighways. And we have 3.84% GDP growth in Q4 of 2024, highest in 3 years. Then 70,000 minimum wage payments, over 13,500 terrorists eliminated, over $50 billion in new foreign direct investment commitments. The net foreign exchange reserves up from $3.99 billion in 2023 to $23.11 billion in 2024. Those are just some of the achievements listed by the president in 2 years. Mr. Akweson, which of these achievements do you want to speak on?
You see, Mr. Abraham, let me tell you something. It's only in Nigeria that our leaders, when they provide a borehole in a community, they will organize an event, a colorful event, and spend more than the money used in digging the borehole to commission that borehole. And of course, all those things listed here, in every new government is expected in this aspect. The improvement and of the well-being of the people is what every government supposed to embark upon. Even looking at the blueprints and the campaign slogans of President Tinubu, all these things listed here, he was discussing to tackle them. Look at the issue of 900,000 beneficiary of presidential loan and grants. If 900,000 out of 200 million Nigerians benefit from presidential loan and grants, let's divide 900,000. Okay, looking at 20 million people. In just 1 million, you have 900 people, hundreds are remaining, isn't it? Just 1 million. So that means 19 million people are still wallowing in poverty. So you can see the margin of the empowerment.
But loans are meant for people who qualify for that loan.
But looking at grants, he said loan and grants. Yeah. So in 900, how many people are beneficiary from the grants? And how many people who are beneficiary from the loans? Loan is money you borrowed and you collected and you are going to pay with interest. But grant is a self-empowerment. So divide 9,000 by 2. That means 45,000 people collected loan.
No, we can't be sure of that number. Let's calculate
yes, but I'm just taking the margin within my own imagination. Then looking at the population,
on the numbers.
Had there been, they say, 900 million Nigerians have collected loan and grant, I would have believed that yes, this government have touched life to the extent. But in a population of more people of almost over close to 20 million, a government of 2 years, only 900,000 are benefiting from the government covers. The margin is very, very low. This is 1/100.
Okay,
then looking at the one of beneficiaries of student loan, We have universities, we have federal universities, we have state universities, and also have private universities, and many are coming on board. Of course, some state universities are now celebrating they are being included in the student loan scheme. But how many students so far comes out to tell us this we are benefited from this loan and this is what I am gaining, and so that one can at least agree that yes, the loan scheme is working up. The issue of minimum wage payments, it has become an issue. The economic hardship of the states. Looking at Nigeria, we cannot do without discussing the issue of subsidy removal, because most of our challenges, our problem, and all our pains centered on that subsidy removal policy. So the 70,000 take home of average Nigeria who is a working class citizens, relating to the level of economic hardship, is the 70,000 to my thinking is worth nothing. How much is 70,000 to $1? If you convert this money,
that's the minimum wage.
The minimum wage.
Yeah.
So now, looking at it in this aspect, you find out that as the United Nations area told us, Nigerian poverty is multidimensional. Even those who are working are still wallowing in poverty, because the cost of transportation for them to go to their place of work every day almost take half of their salary. Looking at the feeding level, the cost of food item in the market is on the high side.
Thank you very
looking
much.
at the tariff and looking at other things. So to me, this government has done very well, but he needs to do more.
Thank you very much. Mr. Era, let me just take out something like the student loan. I know a lot of students that we've spoken to that when NANS came here, and they say it is easy accessing those loans. And even students within this organization have been able to access those loans, especially those in federal university. But I think more need to be done, and also there need to be a better process, especially the era of the schools and the students inflating some of these things for those students, because I know some have gotten upkeep, and also tuition fees have been paid for some. So now I will ask you, which area do you think recommendation, and which area needs more to be done on this list?
Yes, I want to play the part of Mr. Dominic. You see, the president came on board when Nigeria had myriads of challenges. In his attempt to solve the challenges or bring succor, he introduced a measure that is drastic by removing the subsidy, which increased the sufferings that Nigerians are experiencing. So that you hardly will you see the impacts, the positive impact of his policies, at least for now. He said that as a nation we will need to suffer a little bit, then after some time we'll begin to enjoy. Coming back to the nail fund issue that you mentioned, I think it is a good thing, considering the fact that it is bringing succor to Nigerians who are out there pursuing academic endeavors. It has a way of reducing their suffering, since some of these funds come to augment their tuition and other upkeep and other things like that, that requires money as they go about their academic pursuits. But there's something that caught my attention recently, the corruption that has been introduced into the nonsense nail fund. I think it is too young for us to begin to experience these challenges. I faulted the administration of Tinubu, who bettered the nail fund in the sense that I was expecting them to have done more. They should have envisaged some of these challenges, considering that it is Nigeria and corruption is capable of...
Some of these challenges coming from the school authorities.
I'm still saying the same thing.
How do you envisage what someone will sit somewhere and refuse to disburse money to people?
They will have, it's a government, as it is now, it is still the security agencies and the architectures of the, that will investigate this and bring it up. So they should bring, okay, maybe they should have done it in such a way that it will be more transparent in such a way that some of these challenges that we're experiencing concerning NELFON, which is a very worthwhile policy of the government, these challenges now is indicative of the fact that it may not last. Even if it lasts, it may not serve the purpose for which it was established.
To me, I think NELFON as a body has done well. Now, NELFON cannot operate independent of the schools and the school authorities. Now, if you, from what came up the other time, it was NELFON that cried foul. That the schools, some will inflate the tuition for the kids. Some will say they must pay a processing fee. These are not issues that NELFON only is to disburse, and the students are now. That shows that we need to look at everything holistically, and this has to go with individual. Because to me, I say something. We say it's the system. I tell you, no, it is the individuals that make up the system. They corrupt the system in such a way that the system becomes so corrupt that it now swallows everybody. But the corruption starts from the individual. Look at what happened yesterday concerning the writing of WAEC. Students all over Nigeria wrote their English papers very late. As a matter of fact, by 12 in the midnight, I had to go pick my son up where he was writing his WAEC. And I saw students this morning who said they were just coming back from school. They wrote the paper over the night, and it was across the country, depending on the distance of where you are to. I wonder where people in Gembu and the rest, where they will write the papers. Now, what happened was that the exam was set, and some individuals within the system leaked the papers. So the system had to reset questions and to now send it back to the schools. Now, what does this tell us? It tells us that as individuals, we are the one corrupting the system. The system has set the question, but someone decided to leak it.
Maybe for some fees.
It's not maybe for some fees. It is for
personal interest.
It is for monetary, for financial gains. Mr. Person, what do you think of this? Will these individuals decide to mess up the system? It's not as if the system is wrong.
You see, actually, there is a saying that what is eating the bean seed is within the beans. WAEC paper cannot leak if the people in the WAEC are sabotaging the effort of the WAEC itself. It is when the people working in that WAEC made up their mind that let the writing should be done. Integrity, credibility, honesty, and the respect to everybody's job will begin to restructure our system and give it a face of what is expected of. If you go to a place, like the time during our time in 1989, we are writing WAEC. The manner in which the class teacher discussed the WAEC alone, you feel that you are writing an exam that if you mess it up, your own is end. Your own is over. So they come along with the security, and the securities were very honest. Things were working in a manner that anybody at that moment, if you see him with a WAEC certificate, he's capable of defending that certificate. But because of this kind of loopholes and corruption in the system, you can see the output of our present student now is not encouraging. Somebody may write that WAEC with almost every scores. You can imagine somebody having about 8 A's or 9 B's and is not able to write a letter if he's asked to write. So you can imagine.
The one says the fault of the students?
No, the person who is influencing it. In every corrupt actions, it has a long way it will go. It flows.
Now
it has no limitation.
How did they even discover that the result was leaked? That is one. Right. When they discovered that it was leaked, what is the assurance that the one that was written around 12, just like you mentioned, has not leaked? You understand? Yeah. Now, what is the assurance that the ones that will be written subsequently will not be leaked? Now, these are the challenges we must tackle as a nation. And when you want to tackle this thing, you will discover that there are other segments that are outside WAEC that are complicit.
Look at what JAMB did. JAMB looked at it, let's make it a computer-based test.
Yes.
Now, sanitize anyone, it can leak. But now people create
some of these
hacking ways,
and other things like that.
Outside, attack the system.
When you are fighting corruption, corruption is doing what? It's fighting back. In every criminal situation, a criminal is always thinking of somebody going after him, even though nobody is even seeing what he's doing.
The reason why I say that this thing is systemic is because if you are a product of a bad system, you won't even admit that that thing is wrong.
But where did the system become bad?
Well, somewhere,
the individual, somewhere, the early individuals decided to corrupt the system.
That is what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, you discover that even no matter what you do with this thing, in one way or the other, somebody from inside who maybe graduated as a result of some of these sharp practices will find it as a normal thing. This is how it is. Somebody will have the confidence to tell you how I've seen this.
But let me ask a question. We usually claim that during our time, this is what we like to keep, during our time, everything was good. We can defend our results. But do you know that it is those of us that claim that things were good? We created this.
Somehow.
We are the one now running affairs. How come it should be a thing of shame to the present generation of leaders and parents and the rest if we claim that during our time everything was okay? Now it is time for us to lead. We are misleading.
I think it is better for us to say things were better because I know that when I sat for SSC, there were some sharp practices.
If
it is not in the center I sat, somewhere, some of these stories came out that, okay, this one happened and this one happened. But still, you could still find people who will be able to tell you, I did this on my own and I came out clean and I'm able to, you understand?
I will state this, I don't know of the 70s. From the 80s, Nigerian education, the Nigerian examinations was always compromised. Now then, not because there was no communication, it doesn't get to some areas. But those of us that live in places like Lagos, we've known Expo. We grew up as kids, hearing about Expo.
Even the Expo thing. I think it has to do with a scenario that.
Exposure. Now, short form of exposure is Expo. So these questions have been exposed. And now, what made it worse? Now you have a situation whereby there is an internet. Now what they just need to do is to pick the whole questions, put it on AI, it will solve the thing, the answers are out. So it's getting worse. That is what happens when you don't nip something at the board.
How come Western world, Europe, other senior societies like Europe that we always compare ourselves to are getting it right? Even with this AI, I know of somebody who went to school in, I think he said, somewhere in Russia. He's in Jalingo here. He told me how you are administered exams. They call it open exams. See your internet service, see your questions. Such that at the end of the day, it is your critical tackling of the question that the lecturer, the examiner wants. Not really you getting the questions right. If you lift it from the internet, there is a way that they will understand that you are not analytical, because they will give you maybe a true life situation where there is a need for you. So that maybe there is a need for us to advance to that extent. The requirement for you to gain admission into Nigerian university is for you to have 5 credits, including math and English. It doesn't really matter whether you can speak the English that you have distinction in. You understand? Let it be that, okay, even if you have distinction, be able to write, just like Mr. Dominic was mentioning. Give the person a piece of paper, write a letter, handwritten letter while I'm looking at you. Let's see how you get the words, you get the syntax, you get the semantics. Then, you know, if it is mathematics, give him the equation to solve. Right where you are. I know of one, according to the story, we had one Olu Okure in University of Maiduguri in those days in accounting department. If you credit maths, immediately you come, he will give you a chalk. He has a chalkboard in his class, in his office, and give you an equation to solve. And that is how you're going to get admission.
Let me tell you something. You gave an example of someone that wants to look at your critical thinking in Russia. Will that apply to someone who sold an handout and insisted that it is that handout that will stand as maybe 10 marks. And for him to be sure that he bought the handout, he must see
your name in the list of
the list, and then word for word, you must lift those things.
That is another aspect
That
of it.
when the handout is one of the prerequisites for success in the exam. So there's a lot that we need to do. Tell me, in Russia, someone somewhere have decided to do the right thing. And the more people that decide to do the right thing, the better the system. But no matter how good a system is, if we decide that we don't want to do the right thing, the system will collapse. And eventually the system will swallow everyone.
And there's another thing that we
And the system is already swallowing everybody.
Everybody.
Because the educational system is decaying. If you happen to be a lecturer when I've been able to lecture in some other polytechnic, if you are marking these student scripts, you weep. You will find out that some of them can barely write a bad sentence. So definitely, the corruption is swallowing the system.
maybe we should
Because
change.
the student we are having today, they are living, as one man told me some time ago when I was covering education for Blueprint newspaper, story from the campuses. The man says that a lot of Nigerians own certificates, but few lack knowledge.
That is what I was trying to say.
So having a certificate is a different thing. Having the knowledge is a different thing.
Yes.
Because
and the ability to be able to put that knowledge
Yes.
into practical terms.
that is why one of the educational experts says education is the only weapon that can transform an individual, and the individual can use the education to transform the society. The reason why we are seeing transformation on a slow pace and corruption is taking over is because no one can give out what he does not have. The people who are at their hem of their affairs, who are the corridor of leadership, who saddle with the responsibility of providing what we need, these people maneuver their way to those places. So the system has been automatically swallowed with people who are not worthy being there. So the corruption in the educational system must be totally and seriously tackled.
Even though in that aspect that the last part you just mentioned is quite funny, that you will see somebody that graduated with first class in Nigeria still being at the top of the corruption list.
Yes.
You know, a professor of law will be a high-level criminal that you begin to wonder whether he studied law or not.
And what I will tell you that the system, the problem of Nigeria is not really these young people. Go to anything that is outside of the system. Bring Nigerian youth. Go to the social media, things that the system does not have control over. You will see that the Nigerian youth, they challenge the best in the world.
Yes, they are
go to
excelling,
music,
yes.
go to question of herbs, things that the system has no control over. That the system, you find out that these young ones are
They are struggling very, very well there.
intelligent.
Look at the area of football. Look at the area of sports. Look at the area of artists.
Look at music.
You know, they are doing there very well.
All over the world. The system cannot restrict you. You just put it and people stream. And look at even the area of technology, things that they create.
Yesterday, somewhere in these premises, some people were discussing of how if you are a musician in Africa, until you collabo with a Nigerian musician,
No, you can't make it.
you will not blow.
You will not. You will not.
Somehow, we have taken over that stage and we're doing well. But, well, we all have our good and bad sides. All we're saying is that there is a need for us to be as good as all those Western countries that we used to worship. If somebody went to America and come back with a degree, hardly will you find it hardly will you find somebody coming from US and has a degree certificate that will not be able to write good English. Hardly will
You know, in the actual sense of it, we cannot stop talking about the challenges affecting education in our country, because the role education play in our society are very, very important. Education is a factor of making one to know his or her own right. Education is a factor in making everybody to understand that this is my country. Education is a factor for everybody to know that if I cannot provide for this country, nobody can provide for this country for me. So by knowing this through education, education should be something one will not play a lip service over it. So we continue to discuss about the challenges of facing our education. Imagine those people who are educated using the uneducated ones to achieve what they want. The politicians are knowledgeable. They use those miscreants who doesn't have good education. Some of them are half-baked graduates. They just maneuver their way out of the school. So they have the certificate, but they lack the knowledge. So the only alternative they can do is for them to find another maneuver way again to survive. So those who have the genuine knowledge now discover them and they use them for their own personal gain. So we shall continue to discuss this issue of decay in our educational system until we get it right.
Thank you. The decay is in the society and it affects our education, our military, everything we do governance because of the decay in society. And this takes us to a story on to show that it's not only the education that has issue. Let's go to Daily Trust. The Daily Trust has a story. The Daily Trust has a story here. A military arrests 18 soldiers, 15 cops over supply of arms to terrorists.
Wow.
Let me just give us a background of the story. Troops of the Nigerian military attached with Operation Adinke have arrested 18 soldiers, 15 mobile policemen, and 8 civilians, including a traditional ruler, for allegedly supplying arms and ammunition to non-state actors. This is just as the Theater Commander Operation Adinke, Abdusalam Abubakar, a major general, accused foreign mercenaries of providing trainings for members of Boko Haram Islamic State West African province terrorizing the northeast. Now, you could see the decay it has got into the army. Mr. Dominic, what's your take on this?
Mr. Abraham, you can understand very well that your worst enemies are the members of your household. If you have a criminal in your house, even though you have the highest level of security within you, you are not properly secured. Military arresting 18 soldiers who are sabotaging their effort in coping crime across this country. Give me a good reason why the issue of banditry, kidnapping will leave our doorstep. Give me a reason why the issue of herdsmen killing people in their communities will leave them. Give me a reason why the issue of people sleeping with their eyes closed in Nigeria will be possible. The reason is not far-fetched, because the people who saddle with the responsibilities of providing these necessary requirements have sabotaged it. They are not working with your enemies. They are not working with people who don't want us to live. So how can we survive? The military soldiers who are in the system now turn against the system, including the police themselves.
Thank you very much. Let me take it from this angle. We listed Bauchi, Benue, Borno, Ebonyi, Enugu, Lagos, Plateau, Kaduna, Rivers, Taraba, and the Federal Capital Territory. You can see there's federal character in the crime. In the crime, there's nothing like we were shortchanged, we were analyzing this crime. Then the senior officer reviewed that one Sergeant Ahmed Raphael, an armorer of the 7th Division Garrison, who has been in the trade since 2018, and Sergeant Seidu Adamu of 3rd Division Ordnance Services, who has been in the trade since 2022, had over 45 million and 34 million respectively in their accounts. The investigation also revealed that a whooping sum of 135 million was discovered to have passed through the account of a policeman, identified Inspector Enoch Ungwa, who was arrested for arms racketing. Just look at the federal character in the crime. So you can't even say that these criminals are in one part of the country and the other parties are immune from it. And look at
they are collaborating among themselves.
Money that they are making from this.
Well, this is quite disastrous. This amount is tempting, but not enough for any right-thinking person to kill, because you know that these people are going to use these things you are selling to them to go and cause havoc, kill people, and do all sorts of things, unprintable things, and you still go ahead to do it while you are still on the payroll of the federal government, still collecting your salary, and still behaving as if you are a very nice guy. These people should be penalized. This should not be, for no reason should these people be allowed to just go like that. I think this is evidence enough for them to be executed.
if you ask me, what they did is a capital crime, and they should face the ultimate penalty for such a crime according to the laws of the country. Well, today is Democracy Day. We were supposed to discuss something, but we allowed the discussion flow because everything we discussed today, 26 years ago, most of us will have thought these issues will have been fixed, issues of education, insecurity. 26 years ago, we only had pockets of riots here and there over democracy, return back to democracy. We thought with the coming of democracy, things in Nigeria would be heaven on earth. But while we still look up to that, it behoves on every one of us as individuals to ensure that we play our own part in our little corner, and you do good, I do good, he does good, she does good, and together the society becomes a good society. We have to go for a short break now. We're almost at the top of the hour. We'll be having the PJ segment come for their segments, and then when they return, I'm very sure Madam Esther has a very, very interesting edition for you. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations, Honorable Shonzin James Bernard, on behalf of the Ministry, wish to inform the general public that from now onward and as part of our ongoing commitment to maintaining a clean and sustainable environment, the Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations frowns at the way citizens of the state don't keep their immediate environment clean, dump waste indiscriminately across the state like in the gutters, thereby blocking drainages and waterways, causing flooding. It is on this regard that I wish to communicate some significant changes and regulations that will take effect immediately. 1. Keep your immediate surrounding clean. Take responsibility of waste generated by you. Package your waste properly to be taken to certified dump sites. Avoid dumping waste in gutters and waterways. Participate in community cleanup initiatives. 2. The ministry have reintroduced sanitary inspectors who, together with enforcement team, will be deployed to conduct regular inspections throughout the state. They will assess compliance levels and provide guidance to those who may need assistance with proper waste disposal practices. Please cooperate with them. 3. Activities of private waste managers in the state have been banned forthwith until an appropriate operational permit are obtained from the Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations. 4. Illegal dumping of waste by any private waste managers shall henceforth attract a fine of 350,000 naira only and their utility truck confiscated. 5. Illegal dumping of waste by an individual shall henceforth attract a fine of 150,000 naira only. 6. Cleanliness starts from your home. Be a part of the solution and not part of the pollution. If you can't clean up your surroundings, then don't make it dirty. 1. Who maintains cleanliness keep away diseases. Follow cleanliness to kill tomorrow diseases. Together, we can create a cleaner, greener, and healthier Taraba. Announcer, Philibus Daniel Adamu, Permanent Secretary. The Honorable.
Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economic. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCG Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College. Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCG Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College.
People are the throw salute to una this morning, and I welcome una to the pidgin section of our morning show. As this na section where we dey knack una tori on things where they happen for inside the country, even to serve our community and our society. My name is Esther Okastibin, and with me this morning now Mr. Solomon Akpensue. Oga, good morning, sir, and thank you for joining me on the pidgin section this morning.
Good morning.
Okay, oh my country people, as una can see. Now, tori when they happen for inside the Imo State now won't begin with this morning. But before then, make we touch light matter reach this exam when it be say our children them they write yesterday will be English. Those are our students them where they write WAEC. This your English get as it be yesterday. Oh, the thing it tire me well and I say if I not talk on this morning, I not go fit proceed with this my pidgin section this morning. Second, say some days back, some weeks back, we touch light matter enter Imo State on how it be say one community paper not reach them on time. They write their exam with torchlight for night. That matter they ground we never talk and finish. So it can't happen for inside the Jalingo yesterday again in my country people. When it be say students them they write English paper, my country people paper can't arrive all around 35 minutes past 9 p.m. for night. Now correct thing be that. paper when e be say children dey wait for, dem don read tire. Na for night dem come dey write paper with torchlight. So tey my neighbor pikin come house for 3 a.m. for night. Country people, abeg make government do something. Wetin dey make these papers dem no dey arrive on time? Na where the papers dey waka go? No be from office dem go take reach to school. When dem go say some station dem don see expo, dem don see leakage, and wetin dem no package these papers well. So abeg country people, yesterday dey very very inconvenient for parents. So na so parents dey waka for night, dey find children enter school. And for school where they come reach, they come see say their pikin dey write exam with light, some touch light, which is not proper at all. Abeg make dem no dey play with the mental health of our pikin, make dem no dey carry our children head dey play. Abeg make this one not repeat itself again. That thing wey make paper not leak on time, abeg make it no happen next time for another session. Biko no. Okay, oh my country people, I believe you say those people when be say they program well, I don't hear this one when I talk this morning. It matter pain us, it tire us well yesterday. All right, so concerning school matter again, my country people, the community of Umbutu for Imo State, my country people, they don't temporarily shut down their school for some period of time. Sake of say this is diphtheria disease, don't today much for that their community for Umbutu. For Imo State, my country people. This one, the chairman come outside, they come talk, say, this is disease, even if it don't affect children, certainly they can't give them quarantine. Say, make some of the children where they affected already, they stay for house. And so the chairman also come outside, when he be saying that God's power decay of that community, he can come outside, come talk, say, I beg, say, make parents, they come outside to collect this treatment for their children. Sake of say many parents they ignore, they go say na government thing, e don expire. He say no, e no expire. Say make una dey come outside. When they say make una come outside to subside this disease, when e be say e don enter children body, make them collect am so that their body go dey fine again. Many parents they no dey gree bring out their children. So Chairman Dike don come outside talk say this disease, as they can see, e don kill so many children for that Umbutu community for inside the Imo State, you my country people. So the matter no be matter where they go carry play at all. Even if some people come they ask questions, say this disease itself, say now how do they take contact am? Say person fit contact am from inside the water. No be from inside the water then they contact am, my country people. Now through coughing, yes, now correct disease, a bad disease when not good for body at all. Now for hair, and this disease they take spray. They say person they contact and through coughing, that's why they close down school. So come say if one person don't cough for inside tight environment, for inside classroom, so another person will fit to contact them easily. And also through sneezing. So when person sneeze, another person too will fit to contact them. Even if they contact them through skin disease, my country people, through wounds, sore. So if pikin don scratch body when e be say water comot to small, another person come sit down near them, or another person go carry that child when e be say e don contact that thing, come get small sore for body, so that person too go fit to contact am. That is why dem temporarily lock their school for the moment for Umbutu local government area for inside the Imo State. Dem temporarily lock their school down, say make it so that other children no go contact am, even self teachers. And that one make me come carry Oga Dominic this morning so that he go help me advise parents to take this vaccine very very serious. Oga Dominic, because help me touchlight matter and help me tell parents say make dem no ignore this vaccine where the community chairman don carry come for them.
Thank you very much. You say, my country people, disease no dey tell person say in dey come.
Okay.
Whenever disease, if one come, they come. And disease no they come say in come to visit you and go back. Disease they come to stay with you and destroy the person. Children disease, it is dangerous to pass anybody disease because their age, their strength, their energy is never strong. So any small thing, param that touch their body, sometime na kpeme they follow them. So vaccination for children, that is why Oyibo man make am say, pikin wey dey born am, the very day wey dey born am, he continue to carry vaccination till that pikin don dey reach even is 15 years. Because until his system done strong to escape all this communicable disease before he don't escape for this vaccine. So to born pikin is not a small thing. To lose pikin is very cheap. So his parents work to make sure say to get pikin e dey hard, but to lose pikin e dey cheap. What thing happen for you to just carry your pikin wey God bless you with, to carry am go for that vaccine that will save the pikin life? Pikin wey go answer your name, pikin wey go be your representative, pikin wey go make your joy come out, pikin wey go give you happiness. My people from the Imo State, try make una comot. This one not be issue of religion, this one not be issue of grammar, this one not be issue of talking too much. The person wey dey tell you grammar in pikin don go take am o.
Okay.
This one not be church issue. To go and do special prayer and go to prayer house for you to, the pastor that you are going to his church, in children don't go take am.
Okay.
Vaccination no sabi church, vaccination they no sabi family, e no sabi grammar. When that disease come to cripple everybody, it will take the people. Imagine now children don't begin the quarantine. Imagine pikin now he begin to isolate himself from his parents. Parents are missing the pikin is missing the parents. It's not good like that. So the joy of the children are when they stay with their parents. So to come out and answer your chairman so that these children go take this vaccine for their better tomorrow. Though.
Thank you very much, Oga Dominic. Country people una don hear am for Oga Dominic Martin. So I beg our children health now, also our wealth, you my country people. So I beg this isolation when they don't isolate these children them now, e no sweet parents for body, but now wetin must be done so that other people no go contact this disease. So make I first of all thank that community people for temporarily locking down their school to ensure say their children receive correct treatment before they go open that school. So people of that community for Imo State, they throw a salute for una for this work where the chairman of that place don't do. And as Oga Dominic don't talk and say, I beg, make una know they ignore vaccine. Some people don't they religious this thing for body where so tell any small they go say, okay, take anointing oil, you go. I beg, make una take medical treatment very, very serious. Pray yourself they help, but meanwhile, make una follow hospital on also. Make una they check on our health well. Oga Dominic, thank you very much for touchlighting matter for us this morning. Okay, my country people, una so tori come take carry us now. They enter for inside the Lagos State, yo. When the people they don't sentence one farmer, 164-year-old farmer, to 14 years imprisonment, sake of say you go enter the website of your own daughter, my country people. Now the tori now won't carry nakuna so this morning. Justice Oshodi for inside the Lagos when he did for the State Sexual Offence and Domestic Violence Court for inside the Ikeja. My country people, you don't sentence 164-year-old papa. Sake of say this man, you go sleep with his 15-year-old daughter, my country people. And the name of this papa na Abayomi Abraham. Now be this man, he name you, my country people. Justice Oshodi don't come outside. Come talk to say when they ask this man, Mr. Abraham, he talk to say true, say him do am, say na work of the devil. And so because of that one, Justice Oshodi talk to say they're supposed to sentence this man to life imprisonment. Sake of say in work on this 15-year-old daughter, not to protect her against this kind of thing from coming to her from outside. And now him will be papa, now can violate, now can they do this pikin this kind of thing. Country people, so as the tori take they go now, Justice Oshodi talk to say since the papa don't come outside, come plead guilty, come talk say true, say in hand dey for this matter, say true, everything where they talk na true. Now make the con look am, they not can give am life imprisonment again. As I dey talk to una, so they don't sentence am to 14 years imprisonment. I want me Oga Dominic help me touch light this matter. I no go ask to say the thing when he be say this Abayomi Abraham do e good, abi e no good. Me I know say e no good. But the question when me I get when he be say after I watch this story finishing, this man Abayomi na where him wife is dey. because if it was say im wife e dey, I no sure say this kind of act for go on for the house you. Oga Dominic, abeg make you help me touchlight this matter concerning this papa attitude, and also I want make you help me give fatherly advice to those parents then when e be say their eyes dey for their pikin body, and how this one no be devilish act, this man na ritualist e be, Oga Dominic, because na wetin me now come dey think o, because papa wey go come outside come do im pikin this kind of thing, e be like say that papa im way no pure at all.
I will disagree with you, say that man not be issue of ritualist.
Oh.
Anything connecting ritual, they will give you the escape route of it. But hence there's no escape route. That means, to me, the judge not even doing work finish. The judge not be only to sentence this man for 14 years imprisonment.
Okay.
Now to send this man first and foremost go to hospital. This doctor where they check mad people, so that they will check his head and know whether that head is normal. Because last week, United Nations revealed a statement. They talk and say, over 20 million Nigerians are living with mental health challenges. And nobody know whether Abayomi is one of them.
Okay.
So, Nigeria don't care to check people's health condition. Some people are traumatized. Some people are temporarily mad. Madness not be only until you throw away your clothes, you walk out for road, you know, get bath, and be madness. Some mad people can package themselves, but their head is still gay issue. And by me, you be like say, suffering from that kind of sickness. To hold your daughter, follow and sleep in the name of maybe your wife, you know, that one might not be excuse at all. It's difficult to convince your daughter to sleep with her and then to go roadside, go pick one prostitute and settle the whole movement with her. So the only my advice be say, our parents, these children we have, it is our duty to build their future. It's our duty to give them good name. It's their future to make them live a better life. I see a situation whereby plenty women commit suicide when they were forcefully raped out of their wish, and they feel they would not live in again. The only option for them is to go and commit suicide. This girl now, in fact, I don't spoil in record for that place. How she go take leave now? Where will she put her head? Who could be the man that will come and pick her as a wife, where the father Naim even disvirgin the girl finisher? Imagine that kind of bad side of the story. My parents, Mokuna just carry oil, rough on her face, and see road well, instead of blocking chances for our children to grow with a better future. Thank you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you very much for this one where you talk so this morning. For those of you who just watch us, this is the pidgin section of our morning show. And we just talk on matter concerning diphtheria when it happened for inside the Imo State for Umbatu community for inside the Imo State. How they temporarily lock down the school sake of say diphtheria don't kill some of their children for school when they for that place. And this diphtheria, somebody been they ask to talk to say person they fit to contact them through water. The answer be say no. Now for through hair, person they contact this disease in my country people through coughing, through sneezing, and also for through wounds, my country people. That disease where they come from the throat also and from the nose. So I beg make una take caution, especially people when they be say them from Imo State for that place, because the thing don't they rampart for around their communities for that place. So the chairman will be DK now of that community Umbutu local government. He don't come outside the talk say I beg say make them take that vaccine serious well. And so Tori come take a career center for inside the Lagos State as one Mr. Abayomi Abraham go sleep with his own daughter of 15 years old. That they talk to una so justice also the day for on top of this matter, and Abayomi no go unpunishing. And the matter with the touch light here this morning. And so those of una wey just dey join us, una go drop una comment with us on Some TV. We dey for Facebook, even sef we dey for YouTube at Some TV Live. Make una drop una comment for that place. But meanwhile, Oga Dominic don torchlight matter wella. He talk say the thing when he be say Abraham do to him daughter, say make dem first of all check this. They supposed to check Abraham mental health well. Say papa of 64 wey go carry eye look him pikin go sleep with am, say e be like say that papa e dey sick for him head, psycho dey worry am. Yes, and me sef I agree for that one, because of say person when e be say e dey with his senses, and pikin when e be say you don train from childhood, you sef no go there. And that one na country people who dey shout say no be juju be that. And me sef I don come talk and say maybe na juju, but Oga Dominic don talk say he disagree, say that one no be juju, say e be like say na mental, the man dey mentally affected, and I can't agree concerning that aspect. Okay, the second thing when he pay me for this matter, when I talk before Oga Dominic he come chook mouth, now where the mama of this pikin e dey, where this kind of thing dey happen? Because of say I know say now no be small work go dey go on for that house. So if truly this girl mama e dey for that house, and also Oga Dominic he talk and say many women sef they don commit suicide because of issue like this. How they go take face society, how they go take face community just because of say somebody don rape them before. How they go take face the insult too. Many of them they don dey discouraged, they don go do one or two things. The thing when e be say this Mr. Abayomi Abraham do to the daughter now, e don turn to trauma. This girl no go fit forget her. Na the papa wey supposed to be her shelter, her coverage, papa wey supposed to protect her, na come dey defile her soul. My country people, this girl go fit forgive the father. Even though self say she forgive the father, she go fit forgive this sin wey the papa don come create put for her head. Parents, abeg make una wake up. Make una dey wash una hair, make una dey clean una eyes well, so that una go dey see front well. No be say pikin when e be say supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow, you yourself go come dey damage the pikin future. Even as somebody from outside and do your pikin this kind thing wey no be you sef, how you go feel? Wey so tell na you come do am now, you come dey open mouth dey talk say na work of the devil. Now which color of cloth to devil wear come tell you say go sleep with your pikin? So biko abeg, this action sef wey dem give you, e no too sweet me for body, just 14 years, and you go come outside and nobody know the one wey you go come do again if you come outside. So I believe if to say dem fit implement correct punishment for you before that 14 years sef, e go sweet me well, so that you sef you go feel the pain. Yes, just wey that small girl feel the pain. So parents abeg, is not advisable. This one na devilish act. This man when he do this thing, so this man get a wicked mind. So abeg, just as Oga Dominic take talk am, make una dey wash una face well, make una dey do what is right, and make una stop to dey tarnish the future of tomorrow for us to be cool. Okay, my country people, thank una for joining me this morning. But before then, make I once again thank Mr. Dominic Akpenswe. Oga, thank you very much for joining me this morning.
Thank you, my sister.
Okay, country people, for those of una wey dey watch this program this morning, so I dey thank una once again, and make una not forget to drop una comment with us on YouTube at Some TV Live, my country people. Make una no go anywhere, because the pidgin section go continue with Oga Iraya and Mr. Abraham Minor Jordan with interesting packages wey dem get for una this morning. Now for here, I go draw the curtain on the pidgin section. My name is Esther Oka Stephen, country people. Nado.
Hello, hi. My name is Shailene Msika. I am a Zimbabwean girl, but I grew up in South Africa, and I'm currently at my family home in Zimbabwe in hopes of connecting deeper to my roots. I came back here to do that because I think that's an important thing to do as an artist and in that journey. With that being said, I am a writer and a director, and I'm so excited to be part of the Terror of 2025 podcast in order to talk about my directorial debut, a documentary called Forgotten: The Human Cost of Homelessness. About the documentary focuses on a select group of homeless people in Silverton in Pretoria, but deals with issues that are faced by these homeless people all over the world. The documentary's aim is to foster empathy for the homeless populations of the world. I find that many times, or these days, people have become so desensitized to the issue of homelessness, so much so that they find it very easy to walk by homeless people, forgetting that these are not non-playable characters. They are real people going through real issues, and I wanted their stories to be heard. In the documentary, we have the populations, the homeless population, talk about the issues themselves and tell the stories and say exactly what they want to say, so that the people who are watching can hear the stories from the perspective of the homeless people themselves. And hopefully that will be enough to foster that empathy and to make you rethink why people are homeless in reality, because it's not just they don't want to get a job or they're addicted to drugs. The issues that cause homelessness are way deeper than people think these days. In the documentary, we deal with issues such as the way cities are built, specifically South Africa, the way these cities are built that contribute to homelessness. We speak about substance abuse, we speak about family structures, we speak about jobs and payment structures, and how all these things contribute to the homeless populations. And yeah, hopefully this documentary will be able to foster that empathy in people, so much so that they find ways, whatever skills they have, whatever abilities they have, whatever money they have, to give to communities and to the homeless populations in their communities or in their countries, on the continent, in the world, to be able to help finally bring an end to homelessness. And if we can't foster that empathy, even in a small group of people with that documentary, then we'll make another one. Because I think that's something that really, really, really we need as humans. Hello, hi, my name is Shailene Msika. I am a Zimbabwean girl, but I grew up in South Africa.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer.
Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCG Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised. When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do?
The Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations, Honorable Shonzin James Bernard, on behalf of the Ministry, wish to inform the general public that from now onward and as